That's up the stores, manufactured home sales mastery in with our special edition, I guess, of 15 Minutes to Mastery. What's going on, man? You guys, if you didn't know, now you know, right? We talked about it. I think last week I had mentioned, hey, we're going to get away from the regular format of doing a daily 15 Minutes to Mastery because we know that all you guys are busy. You've got a lot of stuff going on. So are we. We're extremely busy. We've got a lot of things going on as well, but we do want to be bringing you some special messages as we got them to share with you. And this Saturday, Selling Saturday, as you know, I like to call it, refer to it here at the office, preparing for what we've got coming up over the next few weeks. And yesterday solidified a whole bunch of different things that we've got coming down the pipe. And, but today I wanted to come in and talk to you about summertime. Summertime, as Will Smith would say. Well, look, there's different schools of thought when it comes to summer, right? A lot of folks say, hey, man, people want to move during the summertime because they want to get their kids from one school to the other. Then you got other people that say, man, it's just slow because people are on vacation. They're planning trips with the family. And they're going here, they're going there. And, I just like to say, whatever you believe to be true is true. Okay. But I will tell you this, in my almost 15 years of selling manufactured homes, I don't think I've ever had a slow summer. Every time, every part of the year is busy. There's always business to be had. But, how is it that you can sell during the summer? Okay. If you have gone through some summers already in this business and you feel like you've struggled along the way, well, there's a few things we're going to cover about that. And we're also I'm going to let you in on the biggest hack. I don't like using the word hack, to be honest with you, but I'm going to let you in on what is going to give you the best opportunity to make sure that you are having a very, very productive summer. All right. But first, look, we're gonna discuss a couple things here as we go along. Summertime is probably going to be one of the most uncertain times of the year in the manufactured home industry for those folks that are not prepared. Okay. Man, I spent 14 years of my career, of my life out there selling. And the one thing that I can tell you that I definitely figured out, especially over the last 2+ years now, that we have had manufactured home sales mastery and working with different retailers and communities across the country, not just in Texas, not just here in South Texas, where I'm based out of in San Antonio, but all throughout the country. This is what I can tell you for a fact. Okay. For a fact, I can tell you this right now. There's going to be a moment in your career where you are going to struggle. There's going to be time throughout your career where you're going to wonder if you're even doing the right things. There's going to be a time in your career where people are going to be ignoring you, hanging you out to dry, the whole works, right? But here is the thing. If you allow that to happen to you, then what's going to happen is that it's going to affect everything else that you've got going on. But what is it about summer that gets some people in this frame of mind that things just aren't going to happen for them? Look, I'm going to share something with you guys. Okay. There were a lot of times where my business tanked. There was a lot of times where I lost momentum. There was a lot of times where my pipeline maybe dwindled, and I didn't get everything out of it that I could have. And I would sit there, and a lot of times I'd wonder, like, man, what did I do? What's going on? How come these people are canceling? What's the deal? And what I come to realize at this point in my life and this point in my career, those dips, those ups and downs, those ebbs and flows, the peaks and valleys, they all come because of the fact of one main thing. It comes down to one thing for sure, and that is everything that has everything to do with me, the individual. I'm the one who caused that. But why? That's what we're going to talk about today. Why is it that I'm the one that caused it? And how can you avoid that? I want you to avoid that moving forward. I want you to not have to make the same mistakes that I did throughout my career, right? This is cool. So I got me a little Coke Zero and its partner, right? I want we're going to be partners here throughout these next few minutes as we spend some time together, letting you in on what you need to do so that you don't go through those ebbs and flows. All right, because I'm sure that you don't want to have to put yourself through that. Am I correct? You know, if you're on here while we're talking about this and you've got a question, please drop that in the comments. Put it in the comments, because I want to know what is keeping you from thriving. What is keeping you from thriving in the manufactured home world? Okay, whether you're watching on LinkedIn or whether you're on Facebook or Instagram, I don't know where you're at, okay? But I am here to tell you this. All of you, each and every one of you, we're going to fill you in on what it is that you're going to need to do in order to avoid the ebbs and flows, the peaks and valleys in this business from here on out. Don't buy into the BS of that's part of the business. Oh, with the economy the way it is. Look, I'm gonna let you in behind the curtain if in case you have not understood it yet. Okay. Every single year there is a shortage of housing of over 1 million, almost 2 million homes short every year, between apartments, between single family residents, and when you include manufactured homes, everything out there, there's over 2 million, almost 2 million homes short every single year. So what does that mean? That means there is more than enough business out there for you to never, ever, 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 ever have to struggle, do those peaks and valleys that I did, where you have a great month and then you don't for the next 1, 2, sometimes 3 months. Oh my gosh. Who can afford to do that? I know, I don't even understand. I think back to it now. I'm like, Caesar, what were you even doing? What were you doing? And we're going to get into what it is that I was doing as we move along, right? But right now, I want to let you guys in on something, okay? Look, you actually have a whole lot more control over what happens in your career. Now, like I mentioned, almost 2 million homes short every single year. Are you a housing consultant or a community manager who is just surviving, or are you thriving? And look, man, you don't have to prove anything to me. I'm not out there with you. I mean, I do go sell, I work with our clients, and I'm on the front line sometimes dealing with customers and selling. So I stay very in tune. I like that because it helps me stay in tune with the market. But I'm not your direct competitor. Okay. So you don't have to sugarcoat it for me. You don't have to try and convince yourself right now and lie to yourself as to whether or not you're surviving or are you thriving. What is thriving? Let's define thriving. What is thriving to you. Thriving to you in this business, in this industry, should be all about the fact that you are not just paying your bills, that you aren't just comfortable and can do a few things, or you got a nice little car. Thriving in this industry is living a life that so many people always say they want, right? They want freedom. They want financial freedom. They want to be able to do the things they want to do and not have to worry about whether or not they're going to have money left at the end of the month to be able to take care of themselves. You see, I mention this all the time, right? There are, or I should say, this is a career choice that affords you the opportunity to truly thrive. You're in an industry that is part of the four basic human needs: food, water, clothing, shelter. Those are the four basic human needs: food, water, clothing, and shelter. Shelter is what you do. And because you're in that, and because there's almost a 2 million home shortage every single year in this country, no one in this industry should be just surviving. And man, it really, really bothers me, I guess I could say, to think that there are so many of you out there that are just surviving. We go and do training classes with retail teams, and when we're getting into it and we're talking about goals, we're talking about what they're trying to get accomplished. And when I hear somebody say, I just want to, excuse me, I just want to be able to pay my bills, that just blows my mind. It blows my mind that anyone would even have that response. But you know what? I'm going to give you the pass, because part of it, depending on who you are in the industry, right? Part of it comes down to the leadership at your organization, whether it's on the retail space or the community space. If you are in this industry and you are part of the group that says, man, I just want to be able to pay my bills, okay? I'm not going to put it all on you, although, as we all know, right, it always comes down to us, man. We're in control of everything. But I want to tell you this right now. Part of it is also on leadership within your organization, because they're not casting a vision big enough for you to understand that there is no reason for you to just pay your bills, that there's no reason for you to be surviving. You should be thriving. They should cast a vision big enough that pulls you forward through the hard times, through the obstacles. And if you don't have that, now you need to make sure that you have a big enough vision. But that comes down to a whole different thing that we're going to talk about moving forward, okay? But I need you to understand this thing. You can't be afraid. You cannot be afraid of money. Look, it's a different situation starting a business from scratch, starting a business that did not exist prior to. And what I mean by not exist, I mean like no other company that does what we do at the level that we do it. We came into the industry. This industry's been here for decades, right? We all know 1976, HUD came in. So this means that they've been building manufactured homes. Since we manufactured homes in the U.S., I'm not even going to tell you ancient times, but in the U.S. after World War I. And since then, okay, we've existed as an industry. But here's the thing. Look, I want you to understand this one thing. If you started in this industry, whether it was a year ago, 5 years ago, 30 years ago, it's been around ever since then. It's been around since then. So there's no reason that any one of you, Joe, hey man, I appreciate you being out here, Joe. Look forward to having you here at the office, man. Next time we're doing a class here in San Antonio. But whether you're Joe or whether you're Abby or whomever else is on here right now, look, guys, I'm telling you right now, you are in an industry that has existed for almost 100 years. So just because you're new to it doesn't mean that, oh, well, I'm going to struggle. Now, you're going to have to build your business, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is people are aware of the product. People know that manufacturing home communities exist, like Las Lomas in Tyler, Texas, right? People know that there's retailers out in West Texas. People know that there's retailers out in California, for those of you out in California right now that are watching, okay? People know about the communities out in Florida. They know that, right? So you have an existing client base that you just have to market yourself well enough that they notice you, right? We've been working with that. We've been working with Abby on that and the whole group at First Step on marketing themselves so people see them, right? The more they see you, the more that they know about you, the more that they come and see you. But anyway, because of that, you should not be struggling. There are 2 million, almost 2 million homes short every single year. So there's more than enough people out there that need homes that will buy everything that you've got. So if you're struggling, guys, 2 things. 1, it's you. 2, your leadership hasn't cast a big enough vision to help you understand that there's so much out there for you to go out and do, and that pulls you to put in the work and put in the action, right? It's different like with us that we started this business and nobody really knew or thought about training for the manufactured home world, right? Nobody said, hey, and so when we started this 2 years ago, that's why when we started 2 years ago, it took us as long as we did to be able to get things rolling, because every time I spoke to somebody, they'd be like, what do we even need that for, right? But now you understand why you need it. So vision, it's a huge, major part. It plays a major part on whether or not you're going to just survive or if you're going to thrive. I need you to write that word down, okay? I need you to write down the word thrive. I will thrive. That's what you need to be about. You need to be about thriving from here on out. That's what it's got to be. Don't allow yourself to not thrive anymore. Well, Caesar, what does thrive mean? Hey, you tell me, what does thrive mean? What is thrive in your world? For those of you that are on here right now, okay, what does it mean for you to thrive? I want to hear from you. What does it mean for you to thrive? Drop it in the comments. Send me a direct message. I don't care, because that, my friends, is what you need to be thinking about. You need to be thinking about thriving, not just surviving, right? Just like, hey, man, I didn't even notice you guys were dropping all these comments. I appreciate it very, very much. But check this out, okay? So you need to cast a big enough vision. Let's start with vision, okay? What do we mean by vision? Abby, you've mentioned you like to travel, right? Stephen on here. Stephen wants to do some things for his wife and for his son and mom, right? Wants to buy some other houses, some other investment properties. You need to thrive in order to be able to do that, right? Joe, I know I've spoken to Joe from out in West Texas as well. Joe wants to have financial freedom, from what he told me, right? And so many others of you. Brandon Rogers, man, I tell you what, Brandon, Brandon just wants it all, man, and of course, we've just got to make sure that all of us we have the right vision. Okay, whether it's my team and myself and my kids and my wife, we need to have the big enough vision and understand we haven't even scratched the surface of what we're doing. Now, all of you out there selling right now, all of you out there on the front lines across the country need to understand that there is more people out there than you have houses. More people that need than what you have houses. So what does that mean? What does that mean to you? This is what it means to you. It means that you should not be surviving. You should be thriving. So what needs to happen in order for me to stop just surviving, figuring out where's that next how am I going to do this time? How do I go from that to where I have a surplus? How do I go from that to where I am thriving? How do we do that as individuals in the manufactured home world? To my team right now that's watching, how do we do that in what we're doing right now? Whether it's that we're doing consulting work, or whether it's that we're working with some of our retail or community clients and helping them sell, or on the training side, how do we do that? Because there's more than enough business out there for us as well to be able to thrive on a grand scale, right? So what that means, folks, Joe, are you coming to Florida, Joe? Man, if you are coming to Florida, brother, I'm excited about that. All right. I just saw that comment right now. Anyway, check this out. Okay. Thriving, vision, they go hand in hand. Thriving and vision go hand in hand. You cannot do one without the other. You cannot thrive if you don't have a vision, and if you don't, and you cannot have a vision if you don't want to thrive. You see, that's what happens to most people, right? Most people, what ends up happening is this: they don't want to, just like our customers, they don't want to get their hopes up too high. Or, hey, I need to be realistic. Screw realistic. I'm telling you right now, screw realistic. You need to stop with that BS. You know where that realistic thing came from? From those people that don't want to put in the work. From those people that are too lazy to actually put in the work that it takes to thrive. How come so many people out there live great lives? How come so many people out there are thriving? How come so many people out there have the wealth that you're trying to gain and have? Why is it okay for them? But then when it comes to you, hey, you got to be realistic. What? We are in an industry where we should be thriving. We are in an industry that is needed. We are in an industry where you can write your own paycheck. But it starts with having the vision, right? To live well mentally, spiritually, and financially. Brandon writes, mentally, spiritually, financially. Hey, I'm going to add a fourth there, Brandon. Physically, right? Man, I'm right there as well, man. We've got to make sure that we're all on board with that. Bro, Joe, I love it, man. I love it. Dude, you gotta give me the details. All right. We'll get you set up, get you a good seat out there with us. If you're coming out to the class in Orlando, July 18th and 19th. Joe, you're getting ahead of me, brother. You're getting ahead of me, but I love it, man. I love it. Hey, listen. We're gonna talk a little bit more. All right, we're gonna talk a little bit more. Joe writes that they work. We were talking about how come those people out there can do the things that you're after? How come those people out there can have the things that you want, but then somebody is telling you, hey, you got to be a little more realistic. Hey, you got to tone down your goals, your aspirations. You can't let people hold you down. Look, nobody's ignoring the fact that you've got to pay bills. bills. Nobody's ignoring the fact that you've got to be able to provide for your family. Nobody's ignoring that. Look, I'm not saying that, but what I am telling you guys is this. What I am telling you is this. Hey, Karina, glad you're on here with us. All right, because I'm sure this is going to help you as well. Okay, look, guys, you need to understand this. Okay, you need to understand this. Most people in this world, unfortunately, don't want to put in the work. They think that it's for everybody else. They think that those people that are thriving got lucky. They don't. But what they don't see is this. What they don't see is that person, that individual, busted their butt for 3, 5, 10, 20 years, however long they've been in the business. Because I'm here to tell you something, man. I'm here to tell you this right now. When you're building something bigger than you, it takes that type of dedication. And most people want to go show up at a job and then just be told what to do. And look, all of you out there, you don't have a job. Karina, you don't have a job. Abby, you don't have a job. Steven, Brandon, Joe, anybody else on here, you guys don't have a job. You have a career. I describe it this way in our training videos, and when I would hire people as a general manager, when somebody would come to me and say, "Hey man, I want to get into the business," I would tell them this: this is not a guarantee, this is an opportunity. And each and every one of you have a huge opportunity before you to do something great, but you have to grab a hold of it and make it great. You can't be waiting for somebody to come and spoon feed you. You can't be waiting for somebody to come and say, "Hey, here it is. Okay, I served it up for you. There's your success." You can't be waiting for people to come and do that for you. You have to make it happen yourself. How do I know that? Because, ladies and gentlemen, that is the track we have been on over these last 2 years. And I will tell you this right now. I've shared it with other people in the past, and I will continue to share it. Knowing what I know now in these last 2 years in building this company and what it took to just get it to where we're at right now, in the short period of time, to have the level of success we have had, to get the exposure that we've had up until now, when everybody, look, man, I don't think there was anybody except for one person. There was one person who told me directly, "You're crazy. It's not going to work." But everybody else kind of just ignored me, right? Everybody else just kind of just like, they wouldn't say anything, but I know everybody, I could see it, I could feel it, I could hear it, people doubting and thinking that, well, man, pretty soon this guy will be back over there. He'll get a job somewhere. He's going to do whatever, right? And they say the same things about you when you get into sales. They say the same things about you when you get into sales, especially when you get into manufactured home sales. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they don't know what they don't know. Okay. First of all, Karina, you got into sales? What? And then second of all, Karina, you got into manufactured home sales, mobile home, trailers, whatever they decide to call it, right? The people don't understand it, and then they judge. But here's the thing. It's not that they don't think that you can do it. It's that they know that they can't do it. You have to understand that. They know that they can't do it. And because they know that they can't do it, because they won't put in the work and they won't risk a little bit, they won't sacrifice a little bit, they won't put themselves in an uncomfortable situation because they know they won't do that, they doubt you. Now, look, I will say when I left, man, there was every reason for people to doubt me because I know that in the past, throughout my years, and not just in the last 10 years, probably my whole, since I was, look, I've always been a guy, even in my teens, where I had huge aspirations and I would always stop short. I had plenty of opportunities throughout my life. Even though I grew up dirt poor, man. I grew up dirt poor. I'm a first generation American. My parents are both from Piedras Negras, Coahuila. I learned English in school because my first language is Spanish. I grew up on the poorest side of town here. I attended high school, and were actually all my school years, except for two, were in the poorest school district in the whole state of Texas. Okay, I should not be here in front of you, but I tell you all of that to say this, okay? If I can get to where we're at right now and have the vision of where we're going and build it up, but I've had so many opportunities throughout my years, and I always aspired to more. I I think I get that from my mom's side of the family. All my uncles, they were all, they all had their little businesses, appliance repair things, and so it just was natural to me to do my own thing. But here's the thing: look, I had the opportunity uh, to attend a great university that I went to, and I stopped. Okay, I had some great opportunities with some careers and I would stop. I would start a business. I would stop. I had ideas for things and I would stop. That's just what I would do because I always had that little bit of doubt. I always had that little bit of fear. And that's why when I see it in you out there, it just, I can pick up on it. I can pick up on it. And we can't have limiting beliefs, just like Marissa said. Marissa, my wife, it's just, we cannot have those limiting beliefs. You put them on yourself, right? So listen up. I would let that fear get a hold of me. And there's a reason why I had the fear. Beyond just growing up the way I did, there was a reason why I had the fear, and that's why there's a reason that you sometimes sell yourself short, and we're going to address that, and we're going to solve that for you right now today, so that not just through this summer, but throughout every single year, you can sell everything that you need to sell to not have the ups and downs in your business. Are you guys tired of having the ups and downs in your business? Are you tired of having a great month and then 2 months of nothing, or just a solid month, but then you go to 2 or 3 months of where, man, why is this happening to me? Because I know I got sick and tired of it, right? I got sick and tired of having those types of, I think Karina's probably on the same page there, it looks like. Guys, we need to make sure that we are doing everything that we possibly can, right? Jesslyn, what's going on, Jesslyn? That's right. People will call you crazy until it works. So what I'm getting at, folks, is this, okay? What I'm telling you is this. It starts with vision. And I think everybody right now on here, and those that have come in and out throughout the 33 minutes that we've been on here, have all had that fear. You've all wanted to do great things. Why did you get into this industry? Why did you get into sales? Because you wanted to write your own paycheck, right? You have these goals, you have these dreams. I want you to take those goals, I want you to take those dreams, and I want you to multiply them, not by 2, not by 3, not by 5, by 10, right? I want you to truly, because look, what you're doing now is the first step to getting you there. Where you're at now, this career, this industry that you're in, is that leap, is that springboard that will take you there. Because what you learn here, especially if you partner with us and you're part of, I think, those from Jesslyn to Abby to Yvette, even Joe. Joe's just started getting in the mix with us. I think everybody on here can attest to the fact that you come around us in our circle and you can't help but feel excited. You can't help but want to do more. You can't help but see that you have the opportunity and that you can go out and make it happen. You may not know how, right? And we're here to help you do that, but you, I'm sure, can feel that you have that same opportunity and you want to go do things, right? And that's what we're going to tell you right now how you can do this. What was the game changer? What changed it all for me in my career? What changed it all for me here? Okay. And you're gonna be like, Caesar, really? But it's the honest to God's truth. There's two things that are going to make all the difference in the world in your life and in your career. And in your business, if you decide to start a business of your own, there's two things that are going to make all the difference in the world. One, first of all, is going to be your discipline. Your ability to push through in those times you don't want to. Your ability to push through when you want to watch that TV program when you know you should be doing this other thing. That the discipline to make sure that you are sticking to the plan as opposed to doing it your way. The discipline to not skip steps. The discipline to stick to your goal and make it happen, right? And keep making the progress that needs to be made. That's part number one. The second thing you've got to do, all right? Hey, there you go, Joe, man. I don't blame you, man. Go get that application, brother. I love it, man. I love it. Come on back, watch the replay. Okay, watch the end of it. It's going to be recorded. Okay. But, man, I look forward to seeing you in Florida, brother. Reach out to me, text me, okay? Listen, it's the discipline. The second thing that it's going to take is going to be the constant growth. The continuing to improve yourself daily, just like you eat every day, just like you drink something, hopefully water, a lot of water, right? I need to get better at that as well. I've gotten away from that. But just like you need to eat and drink, just like you need to sleep. Sleep is overrated, by the way. You need to learn every single day. Caesar, really, what does that have to do with me thriving? Here's what it has to do. Here's what it has to do with that. You see, when you keep yourself learning, when you keep yourself growing, when you keep pushing yourself and propelling yourself and learning, it actually builds two things. It builds discipline, right? Because you start learning about the fact that you need it, but more than anything, it gives you that motivation that wears off. You see, I don't know if you've heard it before, but people always say, right? Motivation will only get you so far. Motivation gets you started. It's discipline that takes you all the way through. Think about that. Motivation gets you started, but then it wears off. It's discipline that keeps you. You see, I would start things out of that motivation. Man, I wanted to go to the University of Texas and I started, but then the motivation ran out and I didn't have the discipline to stick to it. Man, I wanted to start these businesses and I would get going and I was all excited. And then I didn't have the discipline to follow through. Man, I wanted to be a part of Grant Cardone's team, and I was going to do the Spanish part of his business for him, and I was motivated, and I got started, and then I didn't have the discipline to follow through. Even though we were talking about it already, he and I, we had several conversations, his assistant, everything. The motivation wears off. Why? Because I wasn't continuously feeding myself the things. You see, just like your food feeds you and gives you the energy to keep moving forward, right? So you don't feel weak. The constant feeding yourself of learning gives you the energy to push through. And when you keep pushing through, you don't have the ups and downs. Not in an industry like this, folks. Not in an industry where people need it. They know you're about it. They want it. All you need to have is you just need to match the effort on your end to be able to get everything that you want out of it. And that's where this happens. You see, when I was selling and I would lose things, I lost momentum. I I was the one who let it fall apart. And in my last 3 years before I left Titan and before I left to start this industry, I started getting that discipline about me. I started, it was started from a challenge, man. I'll share with you guys. It started from a challenge that got put on me there at Titan. There was a challenge that got put out between the general managers to start working out. And I don't know what happened. I was 48, I think, at the time. Okay. I don't know what happened, how it happened, but I took the challenge and then I just stuck with it. I just stuck with it. I was working out 7 days a week and sometimes twice a day. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It kept me moving forward. It helped me with work and my business, the work and succeeding at an even higher level at the store. It did great things for me and my family. We got to experience a lot of things, and that motivated me to start this business. You see, but it started with that discipline. Now, unfortunately, when I started this business about 3 months into it, I hurt my knee and got off my workout. But luckily, I had already built the discipline, and this business replaced that excitement and energy that I had for working out. The business replaced that, and that's what's kept me moving forward. And now we're bringing the fitness back in. But anyway, what I'm telling you is this: you need to keep growing. And because of that, look, man, I am here to tell you right now, you, my friends, you need to start to invest in yourself beyond if your company's already doing it. You need to start reading books, buying books, taking courses, go online, do master classes, do whatever it takes. Maybe attend an event that we're putting on, right? We're starting to do these live events all over the country. We're going to be in Phoenix, in the Phoenix area in 2 weeks, June 13th and 14th. In July, we're going to be in Florida, July 18th and 19th. We're going to do one here in Texas. Not sure if it's going to be in Dallas or where just yet, but more than likely we're going to do that. And it'll probably be somewhere in September or October. Okay. We've already been asked to do one in California. We've been asked to, we're working right now at possibly doing something in Kentucky. Steven out there. Okay. We've got so much in the works, but you need to do that. If you right now are watching this, whether you're live with us right now or you watch a replay of it, and if you're in Phoenix, you're in Arizona, you're within 2 hours of Phoenix, you need to come out and be with us June 13th and 14th. You need to come out and hang out with us at the Marriott Scottsdale Old Town, man. It's a beautiful hotel. Beautiful hotel. And we're going to have 2 days of a great event out there where we are going to pour into you. We're going to have some guest speakers. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff while we're out there, and we're going to have a great time while doing it. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to do a lot of learning. And you're going to be able to network with a whole bunch of people that are doing some great things so that you can take your business to another level. That's what we got to do, man. That's what we have to do in order to be able to continue to fight through. That's what's going to help you be able to achieve your goals, to thrive. You see, too many of us don't continue to push ourselves. We don't surround ourselves with other people that are doing great things. And so we feel that, man, that's everybody else, when you could be that person doing it as well. You could be that person doing it as well. But you choose not to. You choose not to, and you let yourself go. We've got all the details right here. Look, man, we've got Phoenix, Arizona. We go to Orlando, Florida. We're adding some more. We want you to be with us. This is your opportunity to do this. Okay. There's a general admission. There's a VIP. VIP, man, of course, VIP is going to be great, right? We're going to go beautiful dinner one of the nights, and we're going to have a business strategy meeting there, not just about manufactured home sales, but about what you want to do with your life. We are here to help you take your life and your career to another level, right? And we've got payment plans available for it. Look, go to the website right now, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com, and you can go and click on the events tab, and you'll see right there, MH Sales Mastery Live. Be a part of this with this. Start investing in yourself outside of what you're doing, outside of what your company is doing, so that you can do more, so that you can thrive. You see, because when you're in these places, just like for those of you that are working with us right now, right? I think Abby, Karina, you guys all can get in and attest to this, but the energy is infectious, right? The energy is infectious. And then being around other people that are going to push you, that have nothing but your best interest in mind. Being around those types of people, like-minded people, is what you need. And right now, look, I'm here to tell you, you guys saw the prices, $499, $799. We just launched this weekend. We sent out an email earlier today. Through tomorrow night at midnight, 11:59 p.m. It ends tomorrow's 11:59 p.m. 25% off. You just have to use the promo code month end. Get in there right now. I'm going to put it in here. Okay. We've got Phoenix, Arizona, June 13th and 14th. Orlando, Florida, July 18th and 19th. We've got special guests. We got speakers in Orlando. I'm not sorry, in Phoenix right now. We've got Mindy Parrish with Parrish Consulting. She's going to be coming in, speaking to the crowd, pouring into you guys, getting you some stuff beyond what we talk about. In Orlando, Florida, we got the great Shannon McCall Herb, who is with Capco Industries. She's going to come in, empower all the women. You know that my wife and Mindy, and now we got Shannon. Man, these ladies are bringing the heat all the time in, and she's going to be speaking from women's standpoint, from the factory standpoint. And then we've got the president of MHI, Mr. Mark Bowersox himself, is going to be there in Orlando. We may also get a visit from the president of the Florida Manufactured Home Association to come in as well. Be a part of it right now. General admission $499, VIP $799. Get the details at the website, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com, and it's /offer. Okay, that's where you can see. That's where you can get it right now. You can get all the details on it. So go and check that out. But listen. I want you to understand one thing. Okay, I want you to understand this. You can get your tickets right now for 25% off. You go there and you use the promo code. I'm going to put it on here. Promo code month end, because it's the month end, baby. It's month end right now. And we want to give you the opportunity to take control of your career. Use the promo code month end at the checkout. You're going to get 25% off. Okay. $125 off the general admission. $200 off the VIP. Okay, go get it right now. And if you can't do this right now, man, I don't know what I can tell you, but what you need to do is this. You need to go right now and you need to take control. Get that credit card, man. Invest in yourself. Come on out. Be a part. If you're in Arizona, get your tickets right now. If you're in Florida, buy them ahead of time. This 25% off applies to both events. Okay, 25% off through tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. We are Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. Okay, first company to bring formalized training. That's right, next level training for next level results. Right, check this out. We were the first company to bring formalized training to the manufactured home industry. Everybody looked at us weird when we were bringing, right? From the video training to the on-site training to the consulting. We were the first to do it. We were the first to do to bring a podcast strictly on sales. I challenged the reason we got the MHI contract to redo the PHC program is because I challenged MHI. I challenged Mark Bowersox. Like, hey man, when are y'all going to do something for the sales force? Y'all always talk about the factories. Y'all always talk about the lenders. Y'all always talk about the communities, but you never talk about the people actually selling them. You never talk about the Karinas and the Abbies and the Joes and the Brandons and the Stevens and everybody else out there. The Richard Empes, the Alex Garcias, the Haleys in Indiana, the Bobs in Indiana. Everybody, man. There's so many people. We've worked with over 500 people over the last year. There's so many of you, but no one's ever spoken about you. We stand up for you, and we've brought new things to you. And this is something else that we're bringing to the industry right now. People are looking at it like, what is this guy doing? What are these people doing? Right? What are these people doing right now? They're going to do what? They're going to do live training. They're going to, who do they think they are? Look, when I left the industry to start, okay, when I left the industry to start Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, this is the best way that I could describe it to my boss when I called to resign. Okay. I told him, man, I want to be the Grant Cardone of the manufactured home world. That's who I'm going to be, because that's who the people need me to be. Okay. That's who the people need. They need this of us. It's not about me. It's about you. Right. And so we brought the training. We did a whole video platform. We do an online training platform. We've got so much out there. We've got all these different programs. We do goal setting programs 3 months before the year. Last year we did it in November, right? We had 5 different speakers that came in from all across the country on a webinar that so many people across the country were on to help you go through leadership development, professional development, time management, through goal setting to get you ready for 2025. We've been doing all of these things. They exist in every other industry, but never here, not for you, for the salespeople. I've got your back. We've got your back. We are here for you, the sales force in the industry. And now we're bringing you live events. You don't have to worry about waiting. Some of you I know are out there saying, man, when is my company going to invest in Manufactured Home Sales Masters? They can come and do this thing for us. They've been doing it for all these other companies. Now you don't have to do that. Now you can take control of your own career. You don't have to wait to be fed. You can go feed yourself. You can take this upon yourself, and you can go ahead and do this now. Go to the website, manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com/offer. Type in the promo code month in through 11:59 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday. But don't wait. Look, I'm going to tell you, you know it. You just don't be like your customers. Don't be like your customers that don't make it say, well, let me go think about it, or I'll do it tomorrow, and then you don't do it tomorrow. Go right now. If you're watching this, as soon as you're watching this, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching the replay, go right now and buy your tickets, 25% off. Right now, we're simply doing it because we want to give you every opportunity. And man, we got to pay for the place. Look, I'm going to pull this place up. Okay, just so you know, we are not skimping on where we are holding this thing. Okay, let me show you where we are going to be, where you're going to be, as long as you decide to come with us. All right, if you are out in Scottsdale or Phoenix, Arizona, we are going to be at the Scottsdale Marriott Old Town. Okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Okay. I'm trying to pull up some pictures of this place, man. Let's see here. Gallery. There we go. I'm going to share this with you guys. We want to do this first class, right? We want to do this first class for all of you because you deserve it. We want you to have it. And so that's why we're bringing it to you. Let me put this on the screen, man. Marriott Scottsdale. That's where you're going to be with us. And you're going to just love this place. If you're in Arizona, come on out and see us out there. Come be with us. Go get signed up right now. Let me pull this up, man. I'm sorry. I just check this out. Let me go to the screen here to share it. You're not going to want to miss this, folks. You're not going to want to miss this. Right there. Okay. So we are going to be at the Scottsdale Marriott, beautiful hotel. Okay, where we're going to be. Come be with us there. And oh, you just don't know. You just don't know. If you're coming to Florida, OC Hotel, Orlando, downtown. This place, oh my gosh. I mean, folks, this place is spectacular. Okay. This is where we're having it. Let me see. Is it showing? Yep. Check this out. This is where we're having the one in Orlando. We want you guys to be there with us. Why is it not letting me do it? Come on, man. Gallery. Let's do it this way. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. This is where we're going to be in Orlando. That's where the meeting rooms are, up on the 19th floor. Yeah, baby. We want to do things right for you, by you, because it's all about you. We are here for you. We are here representing themselves. Nobody's doing that for you right now. Nobody has done it up until now. For as long as this industry's been here, man, it's always just been sling some trailers, man, get it done. But everybody just focuses on the manufacturers and the lenders and all, the setup crews, the transport companies, but nobody ever does anything for you, and we are doing it for you. But what I'm saying is, look, man, we're not skimping on this place. We're not skimping on any of the places that we're going to be at. We got to cover some bills. $4.99 is not going to cover what it costs us to do this, unless we get like 10,000 of you there. Okay, but we're limiting it. We only want to have 50. We want you to enjoy it. We want you to get the most out of it. We're going to have music. We're going to have fun. We're going to have some energy, because you know how we do it at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. But we're going to do we're going to do a ton of learning. We're going to do a ton of learning so that you can get back over to your place and go crush it. And you'll have us at your back. You'll have us with you from then on out. You will be part of the family. You will have the opportunity to continue with us and just keep growing, keep building, so that you can thrive, not just survive, but so that you can thrive. Look at this. You deserve to give yourself the luxury of actually, this is what it's like investing in yourself. This is what it's like investing in yourself. You get to get some great information. You get to get fed, right? It's just like going to church, right? You're supposed to go to church so you get fed and get that energy, get that everything that you need to be able to keep moving forward and serve the way you need to do. You eat your food so that you can keep moving forward. This is your food for your livelihood. And you get to invest in yourself, from being able to be in the room with us, being able to enjoy splurging on yourself. You deserve it. You work hard. Go out and do it right now. Be with us, because we want you all to thrive. We want you all to please be with us. Like I said, we're right in the near future, folks. These tickets are going to be way more. You can almost, you can almost guarantee. I guarantee it's going to be more. It's worth more, and we're going to have more people that are going to want to be a part of it. And we're just going to have to. We can't just bring in until we get it to the point where we're having it in Vegas and in a big old auditorium out there, or things like that. But right now, this is a perfect opportunity for you to invest in yourself. Yes, Brandon. Everybody on the team needs to get a six-pack, so y'all better get to work, baby. Me too. All right? Me too. And we're not talking about six-pack to drink. We're talking about six-packs. But anyway, look, folks. MH Sales Mastery Live. It's there for you. We've brought it to you. We are the only ones doing this. We are the only ones that are fighting for you. We are the only ones that are that are here to represent you and help you to continue to grow. Okay. And we want you to be with us. We want you to be with us June 13th and 14th. If you're in Arizona or can make it to Arizona, to Phoenix, beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona, I'm telling you what, you need to come on out and be a part of it with us. Come on out and be a part of it with us. Manufactured Home Sales Mastery Live. Go use the promo code MONTHIN. Pick the city you want to go to, whether it's Phoenix or Scottsdale or in Orlando at the beautiful OC Hotel downtown Orlando. Okay. Go take advantage of it right now. 25% off. And you, my friends, you will see your life will never be the same. I've always invested in things like this for myself. You know, when I was coming up, and I'd go to different events, from sales trainings to just conferences to having people come in and speak to my team like sports psychologists. I would invest in other trainers to come and do things for them. Okay. We did this all the time. I did this all the time, and it helped me get to where I'm going. Hey, some of you want to know, right? What's the difference between general admission and VIP? In general admission, you get the full 2 days. You're going to get your workbook. You're going to get, oh, hey, by the way, I forgot to mention, everyone who attends gets the PHC certification. You are going to get your certification as a professional housing consultant through MHEI and MHI, the National Association for Manufactured Housing. Okay. You get access to the Q&As that we're going to do there. VIP, you get all of that. Plus, we're going to do a private lunch, okay, with the entire team. We're going to go to dinner on the first night. We're going to go to dinner, have a great, beautiful dinner, and we'll have a business strategy that goes beyond manufactured homes. We're talking about life strategies, okay? You're going to get your own path to mastery planner, okay? Our day planner that's specific to the industry. You're going to get your own set of full house training cards. Okay. You're going to get that as well. You get access to our full online training library, not just our video courses, but all of the webinars that we've done over the last 2 years. Anything we've got, you're going to have it. You'll get your welcome kit as well. All of that. We've only got 10 VIP seats per location available, folks. All right. Come be a part of it with us. Start taking control of your career. Start making the investment in yourself, because that's when it really pays off. That's when you start seeing the difference in you. You can click on any one of these. If you want to go to Phoenix, you want to be in the VIP, just click right there. It's going to take you right to it. You go add it to the cart. When you go in to view the cart, okay, here's what you're going to do. You go to checkout. When you go to checkout, at checkout is where you're going to put the promo code. There's your code right here. Enter code, apply right here. Month end. Look what happens. Boom. 25% off. That's on 2 tickets right there. Okay. You don't have to buy 2. Let's edit the cart just so you can see what it does. 1, checkout. All right. And we put in our promo code month end. You get it for $5.99, $200 off. Look at that right there. Go do it right now. General admission, same thing. Month end, 25% off through 11:59 p.m. tomorrow. We ain't doing that again, man. We're doing it just these 2 days. Go get your tickets now. How am I going to get to Florida? You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. You got a month and a half to get to Florida. You can't come to Orlando to Phoenix in 2 days. That's okay. But you got a month and a half to get yourself over to Florida for those 2 days. Invest in yourself. Go make it happen. All right. Come on out. Be a part of it with us. Look, I've been over in this thing over an hour, man. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I appreciate you coming in here and being a part of this with us. I'm super excited. I'm just honored and humbled and grateful to be able to do this for you, that we as a team are now bringing these types of events to the industry for you, the sales force of the manufactured home industry. It's about damn time. Come be a part of it. Let's blow this thing up. We're going to be doing these things, like I said, and just watch what this turns into. a year from now. Folks, man, we have some huge plans on things that we want to do for you and for the industry. We haven't even begun to scratch the surface. We have not even begun to scratch the surface. We are going to bring people to you that you just would not have even thought, where the heck did this guy or gal come from? I've only seen them and all that out here online. We're going to do that and more. We're going to do that and more. All right. Because here at Manufactured Home Sales Master, we're here to help take your life, your business, and your career to a whole new level. So go and be a part of it with us. MH Sales Mastery Live, June 13th and 14th in Phoenix, Arizona at the Marriott Scottsdale Old Town. That's where we're going to be. And in Orlando, July 18th and 19th at the OC Hotel, downtown Orlando. You don't want to miss it. This is where we start. I told you when we started the business, we were here to revolutionize the industry, and we are doing just that. And it's all for you. And the great thing about it, when you do it and you stop those ups and downs in your career, you stop with the one good month and then three bad months. When you start becoming that disciplined and disciplined person that just fights through all the resistance, when you start networking and start aligning yourself with us and everyone else out in the industry that is starting to become part of this network of professionals that are all fighting to move forward together as part, not just as part of Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, but as a sales force that is united to do great things. Folks, your families, your communities, everyone is going to benefit. It's that big. Or as my kids would say, it's that deep. So be with us. Don't forget, man, use the promo code MONTHIN. That ends tomorrow night, 11:59 p.m. We are not bringing that back. We are not doing 25% off. We should be charging 25% more. But go out and do it right now. ManufacturedHomeSalesMastery.com/offer. Use the promo code MONTHIN. Save yourself 25%. If you got any questions, reach out to us, man. Look, I understand. Might be the wrong time right now. Like Caesar, you're just letting us know we've got some payment plans available. Reach out to us. Okay. Message us, direct message, do what you got to do. Let's get it done. All right, man, I got to get out of here. You guys have a great day. I'm excited about this. I'm excited to be with you guys. And looking forward to what is going to happen moving forward. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. For those of you out there right now, man, selling. Abby, you better get like 10 applications today. Karina, the same thing. Brandon, all of you guys out there, man. Have a great, great Saturday. And as always, until next time, my friends, can't wait to meet you.